Welcome, Scorpio, to your love reading for the weekend of the 14th and 15th of 2019 of December. All right. And here, there's a clear message that is coming through, and it's constantly coming to my mind. And there is, if you know that you have tried and tried and tried again with someone and nothing is really happening, there's some issues there. Even if you told someone that things are not going to work out between you two, there's this understanding that needs to happen well when the time is right, but you need to allow it in. Um, that's what I feel. It's being indecisive, and the indecisive energy, it often causes you to stay in a certain predicament that needs to be let go of, something that needs to be ended. Clearly, the cards here, worth waiting for, it's not with a certain person. And I feel like you may know who this is. Now, fire sign is showing up, and that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is where that person is very angry or frustrated about the connection not working any longer or not wanting to be with this. Some of you could have dealt with somebody who you caught this person either lying, manipulating, cheating, or being sexually active with someone else, but you're still holding on to that stress. In the other way, it's if you let someone know that you're not wanting to be with them any longer, you still hold on to the guilt, and you're constantly having to defend yourself of the reasons why you don't want this connection any longer, constantly letting them know. For instance, why do we have children together? Why do we make these plans and things are not going to work out? That coming through for some of you, right? But it's also an instance here, you're not feeling all that great right now, and it's holding on to when you're not feeling good about yourself, you hold on to connections that are not worth your time, in a way of the disrespect that might come through a person often pulling on your heartstrings and then leaving you, or leaving you there, making you feel certain ways. Nobody can really make you feel ways, but energetically that can attack you in different ways that you don't really understand. Spiritually, it takes time to kind of understand these things, but often we can put ourselves in debt. We can do things to wear ourselves down, and this other person can do this as well when they know how to get to you or get under your skin at times. And there's a insecurity that might be showing up, and you have to face these things and know that if I'm constantly trying to make things better between me and someone else, and we go through this over and over again, and there are no changes that are really taking place, why are you still waiting for that connection to change? What can you do to prioritize? And I feel for many of you that there may be an abundant energy that you can take hold of or be appreciative of, with the sun being there. But when the Three of Cups is in reverse, there is the tendency to go a bit overboard. I think a few other signs had this as well. Sometimes this is drinking. Sometimes this is where there's a tendency to be attracted to a few different people and having a good time. Just be careful of that kind of energy, because some of you could get caught in that, and that could bring out a lot of frustration and sometimes karmic cycles that you want to be released from. So if you're having fun with multiple people, make sure that these people know, especially if you are in a sexual relationship with these people and you're telling them that you are their only one, or that's not going to be good if there's a lot lies there. So I feel like focus on some things where you can be a bit more confident with the giving and receiving. When you have something to give, you'll be able to do that and feel good about it. If you don't, that can kind of pick up momentum and go over and over and over again until we make these changes. So I feel like you're needing to, for many of you, stand up to somebody who has been deceiving, or if you let someone know that you're not wanting to be with them any longer and they still continue to hold on, or could still to continue to do certain things in certain ways, well, you have to address that issue. And sometimes it may hurt a little bit to remove yourself from somebody, but ultimately we can be happy, we can be our best selves eventually once we move away from what is pulling us down. Others of you are definitely dealing with that kind of situation where you're moving on from someone, and there may be children in a situation where you're a bit You're not feeling all that confident about being able to take care of these children. Say, for instance, some of you have a new love interest who has children, and you're not sure how you're going to help provide for that connection completely as a family, so you may stay away from that a bit. Some of you are having issues with someone that you have moved on, you have children with that person, but you're still having to pay child support and things like that, and you're just having some troubles with that. Only thing we can do is do our best to focus on, we have to focus on self first, but then find that balance of being able to take care of our obligation. Can be our children. If we do have children, yes, they are our obligation for the men and women out there, right? But if you know the changes that are showing up, I feel like there's a lot of energy here, and I feel like you'll be understanding either you're still letting the truth out about somebody, or you're receiving this from another person, like you're understanding that something is not worth it any longer, and it can the friendship or being able to be playful or still dealing with someone else, it could have an effect, a domino effect on a lot of areas of your life, but that can ultimately change with the sun being there as a major arcana, which is very good. So just be aware. I feel here that the first message that was coming through is that until you understand that you're giving a lot of time to something that you need to step away from, is going to continue to teach you something. All right. So I hope the messages did help out. Tons of love to you. Lots of light to you. I wish you the best, and do have a great weekend. And you can always go to the description of the video to see if you would like a private reading dealing with love. Have a good one.